Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Remek Loudon. This is the Future of Work presentation with the focus of shifting to a hybrid work model. Today we're going to go over the advantages and disadvantages of switching to a hybrid work model, as well as a way forward to implement. So the advantages of the hybrid work model is flexibility. Whether that is flexibility to work from the comfort of their home and create a safe space, or the flexibility to move around their schedule as needed to work from home or to go into the office. This flexibility could potentially reduce stress that employee would regularly incur if they were forced on a strict schedule. Reducing workplace stress for an employee could, in turn, turn into increased productivity for that member. This increased productivity helps the organization as well as the employee have a feeling of self-worth. Another benefit of hybrid work center is the ability for our company to potentially downsize our office space. We would conduct conference calls and team meetings via MS Teams, so we could potentially look into downsizing our area. Our last advantage that I'll highlight is possible employee retention and higher recruitment rates due to our work schedule and flexibility being desirable. I found this Forbes article that quoted, according to the State of Remote Work report, 25% of employees would quit their jobs if they couldn't work remotely, and almost half would take a pay cut to continue to work remotely at least part-time. So that shows you how much value this hybrid model would provide. Some disadvantages. The first disadvantage would be a feeling of disconnectedness by the employee from the organization. Just by working from a computer and not interacting with everybody, they could feel disconnected. One way we could try to combat this is potentially hold quarterly coffee talks with the general manager and a few other executives just to build that rapport. They would be able to do it over MS Teams or in person to accommodate them, and it could be a question and answer or just an overall view of how the company's doing. Also, another way to combat this is an implementation of a biannual offsite for the organization, whether that be a cookout or Topgolf, something to get the families together of all the employees and kind of feel like they're a part of the team. Another disadvantage here is potential for the employee to feel they're treated unfairly, whether that is by other people having to work more in the office than they do. So keeping our flexibility with the schedule is key to accommodate these members' daily lives. So the way forward, we kind of ran through it already, but the first thing we'll do is put everybody on MS Teams. That way we have one work platform and we're not searching different websites to catch up to all of the conference calls that are going. They'll all be on one platform, and it'll sync up with our Outlook. So the second way forward is for our team managers to create that flexible schedule with their employees. So make sure we hear everybody on a case-by-case basis and try to work with them as much as possible. To build that morale, we want to do the quarterly coffee talks and the offsite events that will be funded by the organization. I really think that'll keep the team together and in high spirits. And lastly, we'll have an office space study conducted after we get into this hybrid model, just to see if we can actually downsize and save some money on the organization side. All in all, we went over the advantages and disadvantages of the hybrid work model and a way forward to push through and implement that. Thank you.